The
What are you talking about first?
$14-day freeze.
Oh, the cooling off period.
The war. Is the war?
Point. Interest rates, what do you think? What do you think about the Emergencies Act being invoked, Jay? But more important.
You guys know that.
My ankles. Well, I put on a load of random pictures of my ankles and I got 0 likes.
You actually did it?
No, I haven't yet. I took pictures, but then I...
What is wrong with you?
Look at that arch. You don't find that arch anywhere.
That is a woman's arch.
On a man's
That's a child. That's a female children's arch.
Good.
Oh, that worked well.
It's doing it.
Good morning, this is Take.
Everybody to the Shop Stories intro song. Welcome, Jay. You've tucked your shirt in. Must be a special occasion today. Do continue.
Welcome.
Followed that one up.
This is take 2 for today's video. You'll never see take 1. It's already been erased, hopefully. 4 points about the market we're going to go through today.
Okay.
Just fire off some points. We're not going to drag things out like you always do. These are the points. 1, 2, 3, 4. The points.
No, you're trying to be a DJ.
Oh,
anyway, continue.
Goddamn child. Okay. Point number 1.
Numero uno. Go.
The war. Is the war... Is the war... I think they're in Ukraine. They kind of went in. They went to the rebel territories with the separatists. I don't know if they're fully in normally. Will the war affect Vancouver real estate?
No. Not my opinion. I don't think so.
Okay, point 2.
Oh, stop. It doesn't need to be that quick. Relax. Dying for the toilet or something? There's a pause button. My God. No, I don't think it will. They're all the way in.
Are they? He's in?
No, sorry, they're
Who's
not
in?
all the way in.
He's not in. He's partially in.
He's partially in. Just the tip.
You're an idiot.
And everyone knows the tip can't. Just because I say it out loud and you say it under your breath next to the mic, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, but no, I don't think so. One, I'll jump to when all of the Hong Kong protests, etc., were going on, and everyone said, "Is it going to affect real estate? Is there going to be a surge?" No, there wasn't. Sure, there were some people coming over, but not enough to affect numbers. 2,
forgot about that.
Typically, like during war, etc., people tend to go for things like gold. I think they'll go for crypto as well at this point to save their money. And I don't think, especially in Vancouver in particular, I just think real estate is
above it all.
it's very inflated costs right now. So I don't think
something like that is going to push.
I don't think you're getting as much bang for your buck as if it was kind of like normal times, if you will. So I think they'll stick to traditional safe havens, or such as gold, and I don't want to even call crypto a safe haven, but
silver,
precious metals then, and get to that point.
Okay.
Second point. I'll bring up second point. Interest rates. What do you think?
I don't think they're going to raise.
You don't think? Oh God, I hate your optimism. I.e. lack of.
No, I don't.
No,
I'm not going
unfortunately,
to be optimistic just to be optimistic.
Unfortunately,
I don't think they're going to raise. And if they do, like I said last week, I think it'll be 0.25 to show that they care. Fairy hands. And it's going to do nothing anyway. But that will, if they do raise, start the minds moving of the people. They've started. What could this turn into? That psychological effect will be much more different than the actual effect of raising rates. Similar to said psychological effect we saw from the foreign buyers tax, if you may remember what seems like many moons ago. Continue.
I don't think they're in the mind that they want to now. I think that, as we said before, they're coming up with all of this. We don't want to hurt mom and pop investors.
Who is saying it with that soft, sensual voice?
It's a Canadian voice because you're all so peaceful.
That was a general Canadian voice.
It's a general Canadian voice.
It's
Yeah.
very insulting.
Anyway. So I agree with you in
Wow.
that sense. However, I think I know what's going on inside the Prime Minister's mind right now. I think he's like this.
Can we not talk about direct
No.
politics?
I think he's like, where are my poll numbers at? Ooh, oh, okay.
You could have
okay.
at least done his list.
I
as
can't
well.
have where are my poll numbers at? Okay. Biden, what's happening with your rates? Like, what are you doing? Tell me. Because I think if the US, especially if the US comes out with the 0.5 that rumor is going around, I don't think that they'll just sit
If the states do it, you think they'll do
and
it?
just do nothing. Yeah.
That would be in line with what's typically happened in the past. Yeah.
So I think, but as of right now, assuming nothing changes, unfortunately, I will agree with you, which again, we've spoken about before, skirts to the fact. We're just gonna, try and get your attention with something over here when, the fire's taking place over here.
Speaking of said attention, the next thing, this is a local government thing, right? Provincial.
What are you talking about first?
– 14-day freeze.
Oh, the cooling off period. It is a provincial
That's
thing,
provincial,
yeah.
yeah.
28th of February, between 10 and 11. I think you can log on. I think it's a teleconference thing.
Which you said I can't log on to and speak freely.
No, you can log. Yeah, you won't be able to speak
Put
freely.
my hand up and then he's got to say a thing.
Scout's
or
honor.
Send in pre-questions.
Yeah, because you're not hard left, so therefore they won't let you ask a question if it's actually genuinely challenging. So you're just gonna have to lie about your question.
Okay.
You gotta come up with a question that's kind of like, I think this is such a good idea. How long has this been in the works beyond the city? Because the city will then look at that as what an opportunity to say that we've been thinking about this for a while and on your side for the longest time, and then boom, you hit them with Realtor J. Gordon McInnes. They won't like that, and there goes your license. So yeah, they're having to talk about it. 14-day cooling off period, which way back when we were walking through Dunbar, we spoke about. We don't think it's a good idea. You're cradling,
stupid idea.
Cradling people too much. It's going to have a negative impact on pricing. In my opinion, it's going to cause much more of a shit show on the market because there's going to be things falling apart left, right, and center.
Side note: do you believe that they should be building as much density as they're planning in the Point Grey Army Barracks land? Totally left field. I was talking to my brother about this last week. I think it's goddamn ridiculous.
No, I don't think they should.
We were looking at a place on 8th the other day, and then we looked at that map. There's goddamn like 20-story towers going up right in front of it. It's unbelievable. Anyway.
That's a wider...
We don't have enough time
That's
for
a
that.
wider scope question.
But in Point Grey as well, which I'm very protectionist over, I suspect to die there one day, they canceled the hostel being converted to...
The place Jericho? Was it Jericho?
Yeah, to the homeless shelter, or the social corner, or whatever the hell they were going to do with it. So that's positive. Do those people need that disruption in their lives? Let them be. They've paid a price to be there. Just let them be. We don't want to ruin that. That's a beacon of success that we all should strive for. So we need that there, clear as day. You can live here one day if you want. If you work hard, let it be. Okay? You agree with me, obviously.
I have waded into far too much controversy as of late. I'm gonna sit this one out and watch you, sir, with my cup of coffee.
So we said we're going to bring up a fourth point last minute. I'm going to bring one up, and I'm going to say it first, giving you the chance to bring up your own fourth point, even though that last point was technically the fourth. So I'm going to do two. I like, you know how I like to do my Vancouver Real Estate News Google and see what the mainstreams are talking about.
Which is code for didn't read what I said was going on in the blog, so I'm just going to come up with this as a segment every week to make it look like I take part.
It's more entertaining because these are the things I think a lot of people read, so we can comment on it. Just think of your fourth topic while I go through this with the people. Global News and Remax blog are my two sources today. Okay?
Nothing but truth, clearly. Carry on.
Global news. Vancouver real estate sales slowed in January with fewer properties available. Okay? We're just going to title read that today. The Remax blog. Vancouver real estate sales continue to soar amid shrinking supply. Directly and perfectly contradictory of each other. I just found that a little bit amusing. The news is being, I would say, I've heard of some things that things are starting to creak down slow. Very, very subtle hints. And I just find that polar opposite opinion very entertaining.
Okay, this shouldn't surprise you because, so this isn't just real estate, this is with everything, right? Even when you look at COVID, there's been all of the science that came out for that.
Okay.
There was the science that said everyone should wear masks and vaccines and whatnot. And then there was also the science that came out that said masks are useless and whatnot. Polarizing opposites. Same thing with this whole real estate thing. If you look at sales versus last year, they're actually down. So they continue to drop.
But they both highlight amid shrinking inventory.
Okay,
That's
yes.
the funny thing.
So inventory is shrinking. However, if you go by the 10-year average mark that we were talking about, of course it looks like it's soaring. So it's how do you want to skew the science? And this is why there's so many different opinions out there, because there's not a definitive, like, okay, this is the be-all and end-all statement. Depends on how you want to, I want to look at it from this view or look at it from this view.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay.
And if, like,
okay.
Yeah.
Now, your fourth point, please. Nothing.
No, I've got something, but you're not going to like it.
Oh, Jesus. It's politically charged, I assume. I'm not answering any questions.
What do you think about the Emergencies Act being invoked, Jay?
I'm not answering.
Refusing to answer?
This week, I'm refusing to answer. It's too negative.
And we're on a trajectory of positivity, so I'll let you off. But I think
that was your plan all along, so you didn't have to actually think of something. Okay, we'll leave it at that.
I think that pretty much wraps it up.
4 points of relevance,
More like 4.5.
this week in Vancouver real estate with your host, Jay McInnes.
Oh wow, we're going to end it like that, hey? The people know the truth, so I don't even need to rectify that one. See you next week, guys. And girls.
What's that say? And girls.